Hello, everybody. Welcome to Alpha Home. This is Glory, and today in the series of Kali, we will be speaking about the most secretive deity in the Dash Mahavidya clan, one of the Kali clan, which is Chinnamasta Ma. It's my form. So today I'll be speaking about the very secret realization that I had in my path over the years. And it just came in bits and pieces to me, so I thought of sharing the same today with all of you. Hoping it will be of some joy and happiness as revelation comes knocking in our path as sadhakas. And I know that joy when something she wants to tell you and it just comes to you through some messages, through some process of her communicating with you. So, as you all know, Chinnamasta is the most unconventional goddess. And everything about her, if you read a little bit about her, everything about her in her path is meant to be given to you in a opposite way. She'll never take you in a straight way. If she has to give you something, her ways are to give the same thing in the most viparit way. And the secret to this particular theme that will occur in the life of every sadhaka in the worship of Chinnamastama lies in the asana where she stands. So if you want to see her asana, it is a copulating couple and on which she firmly stands, symbolic of mastering the same, also getting herself beyond the same. Okay, meaning mastering sex and also going beyond the bodily aspect of living in this world. However, this, according to me, is a very upar ka, superficial understanding of her, because she's so much more, so as she's such deep intelligence, her intelligence also is sometimes strikingly comes to you. It does not, it isn't written anywhere, it just comes to me. And it's nicer to when it comes to you like that, because it's a transmission of her intelligence happening to you once you're in her path for long enough and she wants you to be in her path. It's a clear sign that she wants you also in her path. So her asana is the love god Kamadev and Rati in copulation, in a copulation stage. Okay, so they are basically having sex on whom she is standing. All right, but how are they having sex? If you see the imagery, if you go and google the imagery, sadly I have not learned to edit how to keep a picture to show you all guys. I'll learn those things very soon so that it helps me explain what I'm trying to say and make it more easier. However, for the time being, I request all of you who are interested in understanding her to go and just have a glimpse of the asana on which Chinnamasta Ma is standing firmly. It is the asana of conquering lust, but also embodying lust. You cannot conquer anything until and unless you have lived it completely. You are thirsty as long as you have not drank the glass of water that is required. Okay? Anything else anybody tells you around lust, around enlightenment beyond lust, is lying you outright. You have to embody it, live it through, and get realized. And that message is clearly the most secretive part of the whole iconography of her ideal that is worshipped. Okay? So, in the pose that, uh, uh, in the pose where Kamdev and Rati are having the most intimate moment, is Viparit, meaning very symbolic of the left-handed path, meaning the Vama Marga, meaning making the inauspicious the auspicious. Alright, which is the path of Tantra. Tantra is not a Brahmanic realm, it is making the most ineligible person also have the jnana of the realm around us, the jnana of life around us. So, in all its honesty, Tantra was made for people like you and me, for all of us. It was made for the Aam Aadmi, for the common people. However, it got misconstrued in over the years by getting bad press, I would say, or a very wrong kind of press, attaching it to lust and sex and blood and everything else that is not it. So, today I will tell you about why Chinnamasta stands on specifically Kamdev and Rati, and when they are copulating in a Viparit, in an opposite position, where the woman is on the top. So Rati is on top of Kamdev, and on top of it Ma stands. I mean, how bold and striking that iconography is already, if you can envision it. You have to be very unabashed, very outbox, very, very bold a person to hold that image also being worshipped in a temple. Which is why I say the sadhakas of Chinnamasta are got to be very out of box. You can't get into idealizing somebody, especially a woman like her, in a very conservative, still conservative society like India, and getting into her path. So, Kamdev is the love guru, popularly known as the love god, the god who grants a very happy love life, a very happy sexual life, okay, conjugal life. He has 5 arrows, and in order to illustrate what those arrows signifies, is they signify the stages of falling in love and falling out of it. And here lies the secret of Viparit Maithuna, on which Ma stands, because she embodies the truest and the purest form of love. So first of all, we'll understand what those 5 arrows are and what is the normal process of Kamdev throwing those arrows at you, and how it becomes opposite when Ma stands on it, which is where Chinnamasta comes into picture. But before that, how normally Kamadev's arrow function. Okay? So first of all, his first arrow, the name of his first arrow is known as Harshana. Harshana is the erotic feelings that you get at all times, or when you hit puberty and you realize this feeling within you, seeing a woman or seeing a man, when you hit adolescence, that is harshana. That erotic feeling within each individual is harshana. It is the first arrow of Kamdev. The second arrow of Kamdev is rochana. It is the glow that you get because of those erotic feelings, and you look absolutely stunning and beautiful because of those blood rushing due to the hormones that got triggered in you, is rochana. That is the second arrow that Kamdev hits at you. So to trigger the second feeling, that is to make you look attractive, to make you look beautiful. Now Kamdev hits the third arrow. Remember, he has 5 arrows. The third arrow is of Mohana. Mohana. Now Mohana is because of those attractiveness, either someone will get attracted to you or you will get attracted to somebody. Now you have these feelings within you. You will invariably attract a partner, or you would get attracted to somebody because of these previous 2 arrows that triggered those feelings in individual. Now the fourth arrow that Kamdev hits post you get attracted to somebody is Soshana. Now all that attraction that was built up and that led you to getting attracted to somebody or falling in love with someone, or just getting into some situationship with somebody, or even if it's love with someone, that also comes with a time span. As per our scriptures, you have to respect our scriptures. So this is written in our scriptures that there comes a time when Kamdev hits his fourth arrow, which is known as Soshana. That dries up all the attraction that you had for that particular individual, that you were led to get attracted to, or that person who was led to getting attracted to you, that all dries up. This is called the Soshana, the fourth arrow. Now, moving on from the fourth arrow comes the fifth arrow, that is Marana. That is the fifth arrow of Kamdev, known as Marana, meaning attraction completely dries and dies. So until you truly want to love and until you truly understand love, this is the natural process of arrows that Kamdev will keep sending at you. Until you pray to him, or you pray to you deep within your heart, you wish that I really want love. Because that is when you truly want love. Now you have understood that everything else was not love. And this is when Kamdev says, okay buddy, now what I'll do is I'll reverse my arrows that I was throwing at you. Now he will shoot it in a completely opposite direction. How does that look like? And that is when Chinnamasta stands on top of it. She will not come just like that. She is a very, very different deity. So now when Love Guru, which is Kamdev, shoots the arrows in an opposite, in a Viparit Disha, in a different order, which is to say that in a different order, he would start with Marana first, which was the fifth arrow that he shooted. And now he will shoot it at the first go. So what will happen is every relationship will lack luster in your life. I mean, romantic relationship will lack luster in your life. You would not get immediately attracted to anybody. There will be no more women, no more men left in your life. So basically, you will become kind of a celibate, not completely, you will be able to masturbate, but you will not have a true partner in that sense. Okay, so life will be kind of little empty and null and void in those romantic areas. Fine, that is the first arrow that he will hit when he wants to go opposite. Now the second arrow that he will hit when he wants to go opposite is Soshana. Now what will happen post, there is nobody in your life now, imagine that life dry, quite lackluster, there is no man, you have lost interest in men, women. Now then even the desire dries up. That is Soshana, the second arrow in an opposite direction. The desire for sexual encounters will also, go away from you. But you will not. So, what will happen is you will not throw around your sexual energy towards others, left, right, center, like you used to previously do, because you have heard, okay, what you have to do with these hormones is you have to just use them. You need a partner, put it on them, put your energy towards them. You'll stop doing all that, because Soshana is, it will dry it completely. So there is no unnecessary smiles that you will exchange with anybody. There is no unnecessary dressing up that you will do for another man, because you will just lose the interest to get into all that rigmarole of things. So now the third arrow post this stage that Kamdev will shoot is Mohana. Now at this juncture in your life, you would have completely given up on the cliche men that that were coming up to you, for everything else but love. I mean, if I could put it in a decent way. So now you will imagine the ideal partner. When he shoots the Mohana arrow in the descending order post Soshana, you will imagine the ideal partner for yourself, and from that you will get a sight of the man in your consciousness, and with whom if the man is of this sort, things will work out, and you will keep on constantly be in your world of thoughts about if the man was this way. And this is when Kamdev shoots his fourth arrow in the opposite order, which is called Rochana. Remember Rochana, the glow. So now at this stage, because you have imagined, you have fantasized about a imaginary character of a partner in your mind, with everything that you need, because now you're clear about your needs and wants and how you want a partner to take care of you. So you have thought about it. So you have given it a picture of the job description of the person. So now is when you will become so beautiful that somehow the partner karmically comes into your life. There will be a situation when this particular partner will be brought into your life, because Kamdev was all this time shooting you the arrow, and your future partner also the same arrow, so that he was also realizing at the same pace that you were. Okay, so he would also be shot arrow, and this is the point when you look so beautiful out of your thoughts, or the man that you were thinking about will make you look very beautiful and glowing. Just with the thought, you'll just glow differently. This is when someone invariably will be brought into your life. And this is when when you have this glow and you look beautiful just with the mere thought of the man or woman, Kamdev sends his fifth arrow, which is Harshana. in the opposite direction. Okay, Harshana was the first one in the normal order. It becomes the fifth one in the opposite order. What will happen? The final stable stage will come, fine, where you will always have the attraction, the erotic feeling towards that one partner. Not for everyone, but for just that one person. In their presence, something will get triggered in your Muladhara, and the red sexual energy within you will rise just for that one person. And now he stops throwing all the arrows. He wants you to stay stable in this emotion with that one person, committed and eternally so. So that is the secret of the asana of chinnamasta ma, which people have misconstrued as, everything sexual and all. Yes, sex will come, but that sex will only come with the most compatible, with the most, beautiful love story. The kind of sex that twin flames have, because it stays eternal. Only on that does Ma takes asana. Only on that love does she comes and stands and makes it her, asana. So if you know in Tantra, anywhere, if you want to understand the deity, always try and understand the asana they are sitting or standing. Either ways, you have to get a full knowledge on the asana. So this was my effort in trying to understand what I could get about her asana in my journey. Was trying to just give it away to all of you, hoping that it will allow you some glimpse into her realm, which is so mysterious sometimes. I'm still understanding her. I'm still revealing maybe her eyelid sometimes, maybe her ways sometimes. I am also, like you all, still understanding her, because she takes her time in revealing herself. She's also all about love. She weighs in your emotions, and that is when she gives herself out. And once she gives herself out, it is completely all about you. Thank you so much.